Hello children and welcome to today's session. So as we sit through the lesson, we will be experiencing so many different things in these little few minutes that we are together. Now what are these different things that we are going to be experiencing? We are going to be watching the lesson. We are going to be listening to the lesson. We are also going to be breathing while we are studying the chapter, and we are going to be either eating or drinking something maybe in between, and we can feel the texture of the book in our hands or the texture of the table on our arms, the chair on which we are sitting and the floor on which we have rested our feet. Children, these five senses keep working throughout the day, throughout the night. Even at night, sometimes we feel thirsty. At night, we can hear sounds, the dogs barking on the streets. And when we try and open our eyes, we may take a little time, but we are able to see at night as well when all the lights are switched off. So these wonderful organs or the wonderful senses are known as the sense organs. Today we are going to learn how and why it is important to take care of these sense organs. So the basic sense organs that work for our body are the nose or the sense of smell, our hands or skin or the sense of touch, our eyes, the sense of sight, our ears, the sense of hearing, our tongue, the sense of taste. ये पांचों सेंस ऑर्गन्स मिलके किसको मैसेज पहुंचाते हैं? ब्रेन को. और ब्रेन हमें बताता है कि हमें क्या करना है. For example, if you taste something that is very spicy or very bitter or something that is not tasting good at all, what do you immediately do? You want to spit out the food. Similarly, if you see a fire burning close to you, what are you going to do? You're immediately going to run. If you're standing near a garbage pile and there is a huge amount of bad smell, what are you going to do? You will immediately cover your nose. Why do you think these things happen? These things happen because the sense organs pass a message to the brain that this is what we are smelling, touching, seeing, hearing or tasting. Tell us what to do. Then the brain tells the sense organs that this is the action you are supposed to do. Let us now take up these sense organs one by one. So right in front of you is the eye. The eyes help us to see the beautiful world. The eyes are very aesthetically lined with an eyebrow. And there are eyelashes right outside the eye. इन eyelashes का काम क्या होता है कि आपकी आँख के अंदर अगर कुछ भी पड़ रहा है तो वो उसको वहीं रोक देते हैं. टीयर ग्लैंड्स का क्या काम होता है? टीयर ग्लैंड्स का काम ये होता है कि अगर आई के अंदर कोई अनवांटेड इंसेक्ट या कोई अनवांटेड डस्ट पार्टिकल आ गया है तो उसको टीयर्स की वजह से वो सब बाहर निकाल दें. Then is the eyelid, which helps us to blink our eyes. The iris, the sclera and the pupil, which are actually the internal structure of the eye that help us to see. The cornea of the eye is the transparent skin that covers the front of our eyes. The pupil is the hole in the center where the light actually focuses. अब ये लाइट सही जगह पे जाए, ये काम किसका होता है? ये काम होता है लेंस का. उसके बाद आई के अंदर होता है रेटिना. रेटिना के अंदर हम जो भी देख रहे हैं उसकी इमेज बनती है और हमारी आईज ने जो भी देखा है उसको ऑप्टिक नर्व के थ्रू वो ब्रेन में पास करते हैं that this is what we are seeing. Then we have to remember that it is important to take care of the eyes because eyes, as we have just learned, is such a delicate organ. We should not rub our eyes if some dust particle enters our eyes. इससे क्या होगा, वो dust particle cornea को जाके damage कर देगा and you can lose eyesight permanently. You should not study in dim light because that affects your reading power. You should wear sunglasses to protect your eyes from bright light. You should not watch television or play video games or read a book very closely or do any of these things in a moving vehicle. You should eat a good nutritious diet that helps you to keep your eyes very, very strong. Any food that is dark yellow in color is rich in vitamin A. और विटामिन ए रिच फूड आइज के लिए बहुत अच्छा होता है. मैंगोज, ऑरेंज कैरेट्स, पम्पकिन्स, ऑल दीज आर वेरी गुड फॉर द आई. अब आई के एकदम साथ हैं हमारे ईयर्स. आओ देखते हैं ईयर्स कैसे फंक्शन करते हैं. एज वी कैन सी इन दिस डायग्राम, जो साउंड होता है, साउंड कैसे ट्रैवल करता है? साउंड ट्रैवल करता है वाइब्रेशन के फॉर्म में. ये वाइब्रेशन जब ईयर के ऊपर आती है, आउटर ईयर पे आती है, तो वहाँ से होते हुए इनर कैनाल के थ्रू ये ईयर ड्रम को हिट करती है. ईयर ड्रम को हिट करते ही नॉइज कान में सुनाई देती है. ऑडिटरी नर्व्स आर द नर्व्स that carry the messages from the ear to the brain कि हमने ये सुना है, अब क्या एक्शन लेना है. So our ear is divided into outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Inner ear is richly supplied with blood vessels और यहीं से auditory nerves brain तक जाती हैं. Children, some of you may experience a lot of wax in your ears. This is because you may not be cleaning your ears with a soft cloth regularly. That is very important. You should also keep your ears clean. While washing your face, you can just use a wet towel and clean your ears without piercing them. You should not poke your ear canal because जैसा कि हमने पढ़ा, ear drum is a very delicate organ. कोई भी sharp object कान में insert करने से ear drum फट सकता है, जिसकी वजह से our hearing power can be lost permanently. Whenever you are entering a swimming pool or you are flying high on an aeroplane, you should try and plug in your ears using some amount of cotton. So with all the things that we have been learning till now, it is also important to understand that skin is the organ that helps us to feel the touch. स्किन की वजह से हम इतने सारे टच और फील एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं. नाउ हाउ डज द स्किन वर्क? आवर स्किन कंसिस्ट ऑफ टू लेयर्स. देयर इज द एपिडर्मिस एंड देयर इज द डर्मिस. द एपिडर्मिस इज द आउटर विजिबल लेयर ऑफ द स्किन एंड दिस कवर्स द एंटायर बॉडी फ्रॉम हेड टू टो. और इसका क्या काम होता है? Protection from injury and keeping us away from infections. Then comes the dermis. This is the inner layer that contains capillaries which carry the blood. These capillaries also have the sweat glands, the blood vessels, oil glands, hair roots and nerves. यही nerves हमारी स्किन से हमारे ब्रेन को मैसेज पहुंचाती हैं कि स्किन के अंदर क्या इश्यूज हो रहे हैं. How do you take care of your skin? The most important thing is that you take a bath every day with a good soap and clean water. Then you should also moisturize your skin. You should drink sufficient water to keep your skin hydrated. You should use sunscreens when you are going out in the sun. A diet rich in vitamins and minerals is very important to keep your skin beautiful and glowing. Let us now understand about the next organ, which is our tongue. What is the function of the tongue? The function of the tongue is to taste. And what are the different things that the tongue can taste? It can taste bitter, sour, salty, and sweet. How do you take care of your tongue? when you're brushing your teeth, you should also clean your teeth with a tongue cleaner. And you should avoid eating too hot or too cold things, which may actually damage not only your tongue but also your teeth. Let us understand about the important organ of the respiratory system and the sense organ, our nose, through a short video. Sense of smell. Rinki told Arna that the nose is the sense organ that helps us to smell. It can detect all types of odors. We cannot see the smell, but our nose can detect it. When the smell enters our nostrils, the nerves send a message to our brain. The brain tells us that we are smelling a rose. The nose and the brain work together to detect different types of smell. Our brain sends a message to the mouth and the mouth starts watering. Similarly, a bad smell puts us off. So we know that the nose helps us to smell. It helps us to distinguish between good and bad smell. But how do we take care of our nose? The first thing is you should cover your nose when you sneeze. You should not put your fingers inside your nose. If you have a cold, you must gently blow your nose to keep it clean. So children, in this chapter, we have learned the important sense organs, the sense of eyes, ears, nose, tongue and touch. We have also learned how to take care of these sense organs. So I'm sure you are going to learn this and apply it in your everyday life. Thank you.